At CHF, we realize that people who face life's toughest challenges often have the smallest voice.
So we work to give them a stronger voice by sharing their incredible life stories of strength and determination with you and your students through our global education program. CHF is a non-profit organization based in Ottawa and one of Canada's longest established international development non-governmental organizations, otherwise known as an NGO. It was founded in 1961 as the Canadian Hunger Foundation.
Since then, we've been able to bring hope and promise to the world's poorest communities through the support of generous Canadians like you and your students. CHF enables poor rural communities in developing countries to attain sustainable livelihoods. To make this happen, CHF partners with local organizations that understand best what their own communities need.
Together, CHF and its partners use a sustainable livelihoods approach to help families and communities become self-sufficient for the long term.
We sit down with individual families, reviewing their hopes and ambitions, and identifying hidden assets and untapped potential.
In our partnership with CHF, we want to demonstrate pro-poor development strategies. And that is why in doing this work, we want to bring that information together as an experience which we can share with the general public, that the poor can be reached, that the poor have potential, that the poor also want to improve, and we have a responsibility collectively to do that.
At CHF, we look longer, further and deeper into a community, peering into places no one has ever looked before, to discover what's right with the picture.
For example, here's a picture. What do you think is right about it?
And then we build on those positive things. So I want you guys to take a good look at this picture and raise your hand, and I'm going to pick a quiet hand. If you see something positive in this picture, what do you see that's right in this picture? Yeah, in the back there?
They have shelter.
They have shelter, great. Yeah, they have a home with a roof on it, perfect. Here at the front?
Community.
They have a community. How do you know they have a community? That's a really good answer.
You can see the other house right there.
Yeah, there's lots of different houses. It's not just one family living alone. There's other houses. That's an excellent answer. Any other thing? Yeah, and at the back?
They're trying to decorate their house to make it look nice.
That's an excellent answer. And you know what that shows? That shows that they have pride. They're really proud of what they have. They're trying to make it look really nice. So that's an excellent answer. And I want to go back.
As you can see, what appears to be a simple picture can illustrate a lot of very important details about someone's life.
You're going to decide what looks right with these pictures.
For over 20 years, CHF has delivered an innovative and practical global education program to help teachers teach from a global perspective.
How do you know that they have a community?
Through this program, you are provided with the tools to develop active global citizens.
David, together, and Alex, can you get a pen?
So I'm going to give you each of your groups a series of cards. You can open them up and sort of pile them.
The global education program is curriculum-linked, hands-on,
easy to use, and fun for students.
And then you guys can get a group here.
It offers presentations, lessons,
videos, contests, and fundraising opportunities.
A global education teaching unit should always do more than just present facts. It should stimulate the minds of students at 3 different levels, so that they think about the information, sympathize with the people who are affected, and then come together to do something positive to change the lives of the people they've learned about.
And they have houses.
This teaching process, commonly known as the head, heart, and hand approach to learning, is one of the foundations of our global education program.
About a day, they're gathering around and talking.
When you find ways for students to use their head, are you providing opportunities for them to learn about global issues through story sharing and fact-finding?
What did you say? They look like they're talking. And we do that in class even. In our community also, we plan.
Are you celebrating cultural diversity, demonstrating our similarities and shared values, and encouraging optimism in our world?
That's great. Just give a hand.
When you find ways for students to use their heart, are you creating empathy and a caring environment in your classroom?
Read the cards out to each other one by one and then sort of think about it as you go along and then move on to the next one.
Are you able to encourage greater compassion and respect within your students for communities in developing countries?
And if you find ways for your students to use their hands, how can you transform their feelings into positive action? Young people who genuinely understand and care about the issues are far more likely to become directly involved in making a difference in the lives of the poor.
Through CHF's Global Education Program, you can encourage socially responsible actions in your school, in your community, and around the world.
CHF's Global Education Program provides professional, curriculum-linked resources to thousands of teachers across the country. Thanks to teachers' involvement and the hard work and commitment of over 50 volunteers, the program is able to fulfill growing teacher demand.
All of our presentations focus on issues faced by rural communities in developing countries.
So today we're going to talk about a country called Ethiopia. Raise your hand if you've ever been to Ethiopia.
Using images and stories from actual CHF projects, the program gives students a first-hand look at how families' livelihoods have been improved so that these families can buy more nutritious food and improve their access to health and education.
But then we're going to go into a rural community. We're going to a village that's about 9 hours away from Addis Ababa, on a road that's not very good. Here's a picture of the road.
To apply the head and heart aspects of our teaching approach, elementary school presentations use case studies to illustrate a day in the life of communities where CHF is at work, such as Ethiopia, Ghana, and Vietnam.
They can grow stuff on their land. It's great. Yeah.
For high school presentations, students learn about topics such as food security and the environment, and how these issues affect rural communities in developing countries.
8 targets, 8 goals. They're called the Millennium Development Goals. What I want you to do, I'm going to give you 5 minutes to read over these goals in your groups.
The global education presentations meet a broad range of curriculum requirements for all grade levels. Links to environmental and character education initiatives are brought to life through the program's underlying themes of social justice and social responsibility.
CHF can accommodate both small and large class sizes, including full-day student conferences. To book a presentation, go to www.chf-partners.ca. Click on the teacher's icon, then fill out the presentation booking form.
Or call us directly and we'll be happy to help.
Presentations are now available in Toronto, Ottawa, Calgary, and Vancouver. If you live elsewhere, you can order CHF's video about Nalagu, a community in northern Ghana, as an alternative to a live presentation.
All of our lessons and videos have been written or reviewed by teachers, then assessed by experts in international development to create the best possible teaching aids. By introducing simulations into your classroom that are based on real-life scenarios, you will touch on both the head and heart aspects of learning.
Each lesson has been linked to the Ontario curriculum and is organized to include the following elements: an introduction, subject areas covered, needed materials, lesson preparation, instructions to ensure the lesson runs smoothly, extension activity ideas, teacher background notes, assessment and evaluation tools, and Blackline Masters student sheets for photocopying.
Our lessons can be accessed at www.chf-partners.ca. Just click on Lessons. Then you can search for a topic that best suits you and your curriculum needs. Each lesson includes multimedia tools such as slideshows and audio clips. We make it easy for you to teach from a global perspective.
Okay, so let's have, just by a show of hands, how many people actually survived this by having 5 or more chocolates in front of them by the end of the game? Okay, a reasonable amount.
One of the most important goals of our global education program is to work with you to develop students who are active global citizens, taking a hands-on approach to become personally involved in the solutions that improve the lives of the rural poor. The desire to take positive action completes the cycle of our heads, heart, and hands approach to learning.
Here's how. Get your students involved with CHF's Show What You Know Media Literacy Contest. Students compete to create the most engaging and meaningful multimedia projects, developing their communication and technology skills while learning about global poverty.
CHF provides you and your students with all the resources, including case studies, illustrations, photos, and video footage that will help your students create their multimedia presentations.
And we offer great prizes for their efforts. Elementary school students can raise funds by participating in CHF's Kids Helping Kids Around the World event. It's fun and easy. Your school or class will work together to build a bright, colorful wall mural of a rural community.
As your students help around the house and do chores, they can collect money as a reward for their efforts. When they bring $1 or $2 into your classroom, they can purchase drawings of animals, wells, and houses that they can color and then add to the wall mural.
After collecting enough funds, elementary and high school students can decide how to help our overseas communities through the Gifts That Matter campaign. Your class or school can choose from over 10 different gifts, and each item is exactly what a CHF community partner needs. By giving items such as seeds and animals, your students can make a huge difference to the lives of people living in rural communities around the world.
Who votes 3 packs of seeds and 1 chicken? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think it's this one. So buy 1 chicken and 3 packs of seeds.
To find out more, go to www.giftsthatmatter.ca.
Give a gift on behalf of your school, family, or friend, and change a life.
Whether you want to arrange a presentation, implement a lesson, or encourage your students to participate in fundraising, CHF's Global Education Program provides the tools you need to help develop active global citizens through the head, heart, and hand approach.
Is to get you to brainstorm just really briefly here. I've seen kids leave my class and go into international development in university based only on the experiences that they've had, learning about experiences beyond their own. It really is life-changing for many of them, I think.
Well, they love the activities, and especially they love helping people.
And I think that the younger years are so important to get these kids thinking about it and get them acting as global citizens now.
They're really aware. It's impressive.
Help us to bring hope for a brighter future to those who struggle so hard for a secure, fair, and sustainable livelihood.